How you doing, guys? This is One Man Clan, and it's very late. I'm exhausted. It's 1:30 in the morning. My voice is very hoarse. I'm kind of sounding a little bit like that. I don't know why. And I've been up for hours and hours coding, trying to fix this Team Talk bug that, for those that don't know, we've had a problem where ever since the Doomface mod, players have not been able to use Team Talk, and I've been racking my brains trying to figure out what could it be, and looking at the code and looking at what I did and trying to figure out, because I rewrote a whole section of code to do with colors and teams and skins, obviously, and I sort of kind of knew I didn't know what I was doing at the start. I had to learn, and then I sort of had an idea and I tested it, and as you guys know, there was a whole saga. It went on for like months till it finally worked. And I thought, okay, that's pretty much done. And this Team Talk thing was like, I was racking my brain thinking, what could I have forgotten? What is it I'm not getting? And is it possible there's something deep that I don't understand that require a whole other bunch of, in other words, had I done 95% of work and I thought maybe 5% touch up, or is it possible there's going to be a whole 3 times as much work now to figure out what the problem was? Anyway, as it turns out, there I was tonight working on it, and I went backwards in time using this, for those that know coding, revision control. I read back using this Tortoise SVN. It's called software. It means you can, every time you do a change, you save it, and means you can go back if you make a mistake and retrieve where you were. And so I went back and back and back to November last year and the year before, trying to retrieve things, and it still wasn't working. I thought, something funny's going on. And then I was about to give up. I thought, you know what, this is really, you know, that you want to feel some achievement when you finish working for many, many hours. You were either progress somehow. And the trouble with coding is, maybe because I'm not a great coder, the trouble with coding is when you've finished your shift and you haven't really resolved anything, and suddenly you're going to, especially now, go to bed as a defeated man, not having figured out what's going on. But anyway, to cut a long story short, I looked at this one bit of code and commented it out, which was nothing to do with Doomface. It's just this funny thing in this other section, and it worked. It worked. I couldn't believe it. I went on and clicked something in the team because of my laptop and my computer here, and said something, and Team Talk didn't come through, and Talk did come through. So it's fixed. It's working. It's resolved. And it had nothing to do with Doomface. It was nothing to do with it. It was this other little bit of code that I did that was slightly related to, it was around the same time. But anyway, I'm kind of really happy that it's done, but also a bit sort of, it's unnerving to think that, this, because the code's pretty complex, people. It's, a lot of it was written originally by other people, and for me, every time I've got to change something, you can't change it unless you understand it, and sometimes you've got to take a chance. And anyway, whatever. There it is. It's Team Talk is working. It's great. It's I can't wait for this week. Finally, I can finally announce it. I will be testing the next couple of days in case I broke something else, but I don't think so. And I'm not going to get into the technical details of what happened because it's a bit silly. Anyway, that's it. Let's talk about this week's map schedule. I still can't believe it. Anyway, this week we have map Spamadelica this week. Team damage off. Mirror damage off. And I'm going to do a special video for the complete newbies. I might call it the newbies guide to AGR, just for someone who doesn't have any clue about anything. So we're going to start with North 1. And then we're going to go into the amazing Z7, which I think is going to be a killer week this week. It's going to be action-packed. And the third map, we're going to do either 2 Fort 5, because it's going to be a week of classics, because I've had a few different maps, a few new ones. So this Sunday's classic maps, 2 Fort 5. But the thing is, I'm not sure if two schools of thought, and you guys, you let me know, okay? School of thought one is, look, we've got a lot of people, like we could get 14, we got 16 a couple of weeks back. So since we've got all those people, we should be playing the big maps, right? We shouldn't play smaller, more medium-sized maps, because it's a rare chance these days to play big maps. The other school of thought is, okay, play the big maps, but you know what? If you play a medium-sized map with a lot of people, you get a really, really crowded, intense game, which is special in itself, you see. So that I didn't know whether to put 2 Fort 5, which is like a biggish map, or Spit, which is a medium map. But the good thing about Spit is normally it's a bit of a pain because you've got that final corridor. And of course, it is a perfect Spamadelica map because you need to, be able to throw a lot of stuff in that, when red gets in the zone, you don't want red killing each other. So you tell me. And bear in mind, because a lot of people, I know people are going to be like, well, that's me clapping my hands, by the way, with excitement. A lot of people are going to be like, look, that's silly. Spit's great for 2 versus 2. You don't need to waste it when there's 14 people. A valid point. On the other hand, it'll be fun. It'll be fun to have, that madness. Maybe we'll do it for maybe for 32 minutes. You guys let me know. We'll decide on the date. But anyway, that's it. I'm really happy. Team Talk works. And I'll leave it there. I've gone over the 5 minutes, but I don't want to do that 5-minute thing anymore. I just want to say what I want to say, and that's it. So, thanks for listening, and I'll see you Sunday, 2200 GMT, and the date will be the 30th of June, end of the financial year. All right, guys, thanks for listening, and bye-bye.